tell it. Put my heart and soul in, so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the prison, man, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020.
Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
I'm going back to you. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now a give, right side. Brooks. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. King. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
That's what I do. 58, right over there. Yeah. Over. Right there. Bound to lose 1.
On 1st and 10, King. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll run here with Balazs. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 2nd down now, it's Brooks. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. King steps away to his left. And he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Slam. 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 Attack. Attack. Attack.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, come on, now. Come on, now.
And again this time to the tailback. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop.
55. 58, boys, 58. 58 to Mike. This is Warmal. 58 to Mike.
Looking to throw. King. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half, I mean, that just didn't happen. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Balaj. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 18-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go, here we go. Kill, kill, kill.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Now Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams there to make the grab. And the Packers have taken the lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here. Check 9, check 9. 2-6.
They run the counter. It's Brooks, and he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
On second down, it's Brooks. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, Brooks. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Check three. Hey, watch it out. Echo. Hey, check. Motion out of the backfield.
On second down now, it's Brooks, and he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go. Hey, come on. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Alert 3.
Now King, throwing on first down. Able to find Shaheen here.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Second and 3. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. To throw is King. Throwing on 4th down. And Robinson with a big catch. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They run the counter. It's Brooks. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Check. Ball try. 58, boy. 58. 58 is Mike. Man, I got you. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. And 58 is the Mike. Go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Here's King throwing on 3rd and long. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
58 to Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On 4th down, King. Flush to his right. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
58 to Mike. Go on. Come on, D. Trump. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. I smell good.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Check 99. Check 99. Zip it. 58, right? Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Come on. Let's go. Come on.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They come out here in the eye. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, Brooks. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. 58.
King now. A final shot before break. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Balaj. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Exit. 45. Clear. Here I come. Whip.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Brooks. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Brooks. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
King on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's get it.
No. 319.
Watch the run.
330.
Go 58 to Mike. Brilliant. Switch.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
58 to Mike. 58.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
58. Come on. You better bring it. And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Oh, you got D? 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the pass. Here we go.
to throw. King. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a game.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Over. Hey, 88. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Alpha.
Check 45 to Mike. Get him.
Snap comes at 1. A nice little juke. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Gas 300.
Hey, switch gears.
Shift.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Catch is made by Hurd. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Jalen Hurd. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They run it with Balaj. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Tight dog.
10-30. Switch. Blue draw Corker. Get right.
Fresno.
Yeah, Lynn. Hey, Foxtrot.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Strip that ball. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
To throw on 3rd down, Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go again. Check 45 to Mike.
Balaj. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Packers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line.
Watch the boot. Check 43. Run right. Okay, over here. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it 50. 26.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Eddie Jackson picks it.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Right there. Watch the pass. Echo.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Go.
Now King to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
They're not ready for this. They still play.
To throw is Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
And a Packer first down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Jim. Undercrush.
Rodgers to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to have the first down past the 20 as he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. That's it. 58. Right over there. Yeah.
On 1st down, Brooks. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Touchdown, Packers! 25 yards for the touchdown. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here."
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is King. Throwing again. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
19. Right there. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Now the ball comes loose. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, and they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So that'll...
Yeah. One up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride. For my brothers, no lie. All you can die. Never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side. Yeah, we in it for life. And I'm in magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, it's crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When I'm in magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh? S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. The shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition, take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Murder beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Murder beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
my life. Know my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a